Alrighty, guys, we're live. Sorry we went a little bit late tonight, but with this channel, that's nothing new. Tonight, we have an incredible guest, as you can see by this amazing wizard right over here. This is like a dream come true for this channel. It really, truly is. Now,
Thank you.
Colin,
Thank you.
let's take a moment and actually pretend there's not half of America who doesn't know who you are. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your company, brother.
I am the wizard of Fable Beard Company. We were started 2 years ago now. It's hard to believe that it's only been 2 years. And we decided to create beard oil with characters and stories instead of the traditional woodsy, I want to smell like a log lumberjack company that was hanging out there. And yeah, man, it's grown into this crazy like fan phenomena. People are collecting bottles, and it's just kind of it's a freight train that's not stopping. So I'm excited.
That's a good thing, right? And it looks
Absolutely.
like we have Billy Rogers with First, Bluegrass, Bearded Motivation creeping around out there like he always is. Maximus, Carlisle Beards, you're right. There is amazing how many ways you can use a tater. Ryan J, welcome. Billy, I told you, man, we'd be there. All righty, Colin, let's get to one of the biggest questions out of the way really, really early. I hear every company out there.
What am I drinking?
Yeah, well, let's go with that one.
Today we got a little bit of tequila. I don't know. I like trying to buy new things, and we're gonna go with a mango margarita today. Why not, right?
The Wizards drinking, guys. It's gonna mean some giveaways later.
Maybe
there might be three. Maybe there might be three. Stay tuned. Hey, Bill Rivers.
Part of owning a business, you find out if you do it for longer than 3 days that it seems that you have to jack yourself up with caffeine to wake you up at 4 a.m. and down something else to put you to sleep at night because you can't stop.
That's called being a parent too.
Oh my gosh.
3 fingers before I go to bed some nights,
Oh man, you have no idea. My minions are crazy. But anyways, let's get to the questions. I'm sure you got a lot of them. I'm gonna try to keep it. Nah, fuck it. I'm gonna do what I do.
Exactly. That's what I want. You do you, brother. Like I said, there's so many companies out there complaining about COVID and we got to shut down and we can't get supplies and we can't do this.
Yeah.
You're just rocking. You're moving forward. How's COVID affecting Fable?
In the month of April, I would say that was the first like actual COVID month. And we had the largest sales record we've ever had in our company. We did over $70,000 in sales the month of April alone.
Damn.
After that, sales didn't really decrease very much. We've kind of stayed consistent as far as like that sort of volume is concerned. As far as ordering supplies, we kind of thought ahead. As soon as we heard about this, maybe by like day 2 or 3, we placed large orders for supplies, oils, butters, that kind of stuff ahead of time. I ended up spending about $10,000 in bulk supplies before everything hit, just to make sure that we had enough to last for what we were doing. The biggest issue that we've had, and not even really related to shipping, maybe a couple 1 or 2 day delays. We've had some issues that we've just kind of barely been able to get by with the skin of our teeth as far as like bottles are concerned. When the hand sanitizer stuff started coming out, people were buying 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8 ounce, 16 ounce bottles, and everything from amber to purple to clear to blue. They are just gone. But yeah. I don't know, maybe it's just fate, but I was able to snag about 6,000 co-wash bottles to come my way. So we're going to be good at least for the next 4 months, because some of this stuff right now currently is out of stock until October. Especially like those. So that was our biggest thing, was the actual containers to put products in. Other than that, my biggest downfall, I guess I would say, would be our t-shirts, our print-on-demand company that we use for our shirts. They're super high quality. We obviously can't keep all of the characters and all of those sizes and all of those colors. You get more options going print-on-demand, but we go through fulfillment centers and stuff like that. They closed down because of COVID. So right now, all of our apparel is a 20 business day turnaround, which really sucks. It's usually like 5. but now it's 20. But we haven't had any returns. All of our customers understand, and that's really the biggest issue that we've had.
Nice. I see Michael Taylor's joined us, some random guy. Life with Sith, welcome to the show. I think it's the first time I've seen you in here. So, I mean, if that's like your biggest COVID problem is, T-shirts, that's not bad.
No.
Because, like I know there's other companies out there who use third-party people like you do to do stuff. And they're talking, like 4 to 6 weeks. We can't do this right now. Hey, Gary Lewis, how you doing? And yeah, bro, comment as much as you want, Gary. I don't care.
No, I think that's one of the benefits that we have is that I make everything except the T-shirts, right? So other than buying the supplies to make the products, we're manufacturing everything ourselves. The only thing we're limited to is, the containers and stuff that we put things in. But when you make your own product, you get to kind of control your own destiny, right? If somebody's out of organic shea butter, I've got 3 or 4 different suppliers that I trust that I can make sure I get a shipment in.
So you don't
Same thing with other sort of containners.
So you don't use like one primary company just for your ingredients? You source them as much as you can?
Well, I mean, I have one people that are kind of like family at this point that I have a really good relationship with. If I throw in an order with a certain my supplier, shipping may be $400 to $600 on a freight order, and I got a lady who'll call me, hey man, I was able to drop that down to 200, and like I don't even have to ask. So like that's the company that I primarily work with. But of course, in business, you have to have backups, and then you have to have a backup for a backup. So there's a couple of different places that I trust. Especially the biggest thing, like I said, is just ordering in bulk and not being afraid. This isn't a position where we're only going to be around for like the next 3 months. Like, oh my God, what are we going to do? I'm looking 3 to 5 years in the future. So if I spend $3,000 to $4,000 on fragrances that are going to last me 8 months, I'm okay with that because I know I'm still going to be in business, that kind of thing. So
I remember you mentioning that a lot, like when you're in other people's streams, you're like, I'm not thinking months ahead. I'm thinking so far down the road, it's not even funny.
Yep.
How you doing? Like you were talking about the QC codes on your bottles so they can tell other stories. I noticed how you just re-released Captain Red as something entirely different.
Yeah, so
bam, I saw you, bro. Sorry, Colin.
No, you're okay. So we learn as we grow, right? And especially in business, and the customers have always sailed our ship. I've always liked to use that metaphor. And for just as an example, the Everyday Hero, that is our limited Father's Day blend of cotton candy and funnel cake. And it's been out for about 3 weeks now, and we've sold a little over 600 bottles.
It smells amazing.
However,
it really does.
Some of our original characters, like Captain Red, we've had out for 2 years and just now only sold 1,000. So there's over the whole 2 years.
Wow.
So when we see things like that, we know, hey, this scent profile doesn't resonate with people because it's not the character work, right? It's not that, it's the scent profile. So we have the freedom working well with comic art and stuff like that is many of the major comic book characters have changed 10 to 15 times over the course of their whole comic life cycle.
Yeah.
So Captain Red is turning into Captain Crimson. Next month, the Archer will turn into the Marksman. It's the same character, but a different variation of the artwork. So we can do a different scent blend that people respond to better. I mean, we've grown. We've been able to implement better scents as we go along. So I think it's a disservice to keep things around that aren't doing well or aren't as good as they could be.
See, I like that. It's like the maturation process, and I hope I'm saying that right, because I'm tired and on a sugar high, but of your characters, I think that's incredibly cool. Where I've always, and I hate to say this in the beginning, I didn't get what you were doing. Mm-hmm. Instead of like you were saying, everyone goes smell like a tree hugger. Or, oh, look, this is the ocean. You were like, Mo the Bearded Shark, the shark. Mm-hmm. And you have, the Archer and everything. I didn't get the comic thing. Sure. But then when I got it, everything started to click. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah. I think, when we first started, it was always about storytelling. And I knew that the best inspiration that I could get was from video games and comic books. They've been master storytellers for 50, 60 years.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, you know, Stan Lee, just think of all the characters and the stories that they've created over the years. And so I wanted to go that route. I wanted to be able to give a living, breathing product for customers, something that they can always come back to. It's not just, oh, hey, I bought this little bottle of beard oil with a beard logo on it, and it's a woodsman's dream, and it's a wood scent. Well, what happens in the next 2 years? Are you just going to, like, it's just the wood scent. There's nothing left. You buy the product, great, it works good, but there's nothing more for them. So we're constantly coming out with artwork and comic scenes and stories through our Fable line of where we're writing stories that the characters go on. Everything has a personality, which allows the whole thing to have life.
And see, I even like it, as you're mentioning the artwork, because I got one of your monthly subscription boxes, just like you and I talked about that one time, for Vinny P. Yep. And I mean, you look at that and it's like, okay, that's Vinny. Right. You know?
Yeah.
And I just think that's incredible how you've got your artist who can take, like, well, an ugly person like me and turn it into something that maybe is cool on a bottle if I ever went that way, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to show you just a before and after here. So this isn't released yet. This is actually releasing next week. But I'll go ahead and show you now. So basically the process with me and Jeff. Jeff is my artist. I've said this before. He's an absolutely amazing artist. Even if we tried to go to a different artist, it would not have the feel. The characters wouldn't look the same.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't be the same without Jeff and his art. You know, he's part of the Fable team now. All that sort of contract and all that nonsense is in place. He's always going to be part of Fable as long as I can help it. But I give him a concept and I say, hey, you know, this is my idea. Let's just give me something. So we're releasing a new character to our CBD line next week called the Witch Doctor.
Nice.
It's going to be a earthy mango, kind of a little smoky vibe to it. But I said, hey, Jeff, let me get a Witch Doctor. So he sends me, can we get this focus here? There we go. Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
So he sends me this as just a sketch. And I said, okay, great. And I said, let's roll with it because I never like to question him. He's like, well, I don't really like the pose of it. Let's change the pose. And I said, all right, and take that smoke and let's make it orange to match the mangoes, maybe do some mango trees or whatnot. And let's give him like a green skin tone just so we can avoid some other stuff. And this is what we come out with.
Dude, that is sick, man.
Oh, it's green. So it's the green screen's messing with it. But
no, but I'm saying that is sick.
You know, yeah, man. There's just so many different possibilities that we can do. So many.
It adds another dimension to the oil, like you were saying, the collectability factor. Now, not throwing any other company aside, I'm going to try to keep most of the label covered, you know, but when you see a little fraction like that, but there's really nothing else different on any other label in that line. You know, it's like, all the thing that changes is the title.
Right.
It kind of gets lost on your beard shelf. You have to go hunt and look for it.
Well, here's the thing. When it comes to creating labels like this and art like this, there's a process. It's an extra step that, do you need to take it to be successful? Not necessarily. Do I think it's what makes our company? Absolutely. Can you be a beard brand and do a lot of product and a lot of volume? Yeah. But the thing with beard brand is Eric's built that time on YouTube over so long, and he's built that clientele, and they've had the television prompts, you know, and things like that. And you got to be willing to do what others won't so you can have what others can't in anything in life and business.
Gary, come on, man. Oh, that's friggin' awesome. And yeah, I like how you put that, because, like, how can I put this? I know you had a reviewer go at you a while ago, and it caused a lot of problems for you. I came into the beard world way after that.
How
You
long
look
ago?
well.
How long are we talking about? Because I don't remember. Which
Um,
one?
I see that's the problem. I don't know. All I heard is a story that somebody was doing a hack job on you left and right, and
Oh, you mean like way in the beginning?
yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't a real reviewer. That was somebody who owned their own company.
Okay, like I said, I didn't know the complete story. I came in way
Well,
after
at the
it.
time, I get it. At the time, I didn't really realize either. I was just trying to get into the review game, trying to get my products out there, and I was throwing it out to everybody. Yeah, that whole thing went down, and basically, I knew exactly why it had happened. It's, you know, the loyalty got shown for the wrong reasons to the wrong people out of fear of competition.
Yeah, but
That's
also,
just what happened.
okay, well, we're going to circle back to my original point, even though I lost it there for a moment. I like the fact that you put how you're willing to let it all hang out there to get your company where you want to go. I
Mhm.
think that's something that kind of separates you, which leads to another question for you. Andy,
Okay.
Beard and Motivation, I see you out there. I see you. I firmly believe inside of everybody, the people who want to be successful, there's something inside you that when you're beat down, you're dragging, you don't want to get your ass out of bed in the morning. Yes, I know my channel. I know how many curse words I can use before they come after me. You know, I believe there's something inside you that motivates you to get up. The people who don't want to be successful will lay there in bed. What is that one thing in Colin that gets you out of bed in the morning and drives you forward?
It's going to sound crazy, but my wife, and not for the traditional reasons that you would think. I noticed this about 6 months into building a business, that this was a pattern for me. My wife pushes me in untraditional ways that other people might not have that type of support.
Yeah.
And basically, anything that I have done of value and longevity has been because at some point my wife told me I couldn't do it. I'll say that again.
No,
My
I got you.
wife tells me I can't do something, and she is the person I value the most. I'm gonna prove her wrong. We're going to do this for 30 years just to prove you wrong.
Yeah, no,
And
I get that.
powerlifting, business, it just that's what motivates me. I don't know. I do the same thing with friends in my personal life. I've got a circle of people. I'm super loyal. Once I make up my mind to do something, I just do it. There is no if, there's no how, there's no when. Right when I started Fable, I quit my full-time job and did it 100%. No job, no money from the very beginning. And I
See,
just went with it. And I feel like that pressure is a make it or break it situation. When you have pressure, when you know everything's your fault, you either don't fail or you do. There is no either. There's no playing
exactly,
around. It's not practice. It's fucking business. Either you
exactly.
win or you lose.
See,
One of the two.
to me, it's like that old Viking mentality. Okay, we landed. We're going to go raiding, but we're going to burn our fucking ships. That way, there's no going home. You've got to go forward.
There you go.
You know. And guys, I'll tell you, I'm seeing 26 people up here right now. If we can get to 30, we're going to do a first giveaway. So share this, guys. Get some people in here. He's graciously agreed to some giveaways tonight, and he's not even feeling it yet. So you never know what might happen.
Well, let's just put out a little brand new thing that has never been released. And we'll include it in one of our giveaways. We'll make it the very end giveaway. But tomorrow we are launching a brand new, completely redesigned co-wash.
Dude.
It's going to be across our entire product lineup. And yeah, the old co-wash is just pretty much gone. The new formula that we've decided to use far outperforms anything that we've currently had. So we're going to be making some big changes to that across our entire lineup, CBD included.
Dave, what are you hearing, bro? Seriously, let me know so I can do whatever I got to do.
He might be hearing the same thing I'm hearing, which is a slight echo when I speak on your end, but I don't know.
Well, let me try dropping this a little bit more. That's part of the fun of doing this. Sometimes I got to fix things on the fly, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I dropped that a lot more. Is that any possible better? Go and talk, see if there's any
I
feedback.
don't know. We'll see what happens. I can't really hear it anymore.
Okay. Well, you know, I got no problems moving it. My voice just projects because being ex-military and whatnot. So, What do you mean quiet too? Come on, Dave. I can't be reflecting in quiet. I can't turn it up too high because Colin will get feedback.
See, Dave's Neanderthal thumbs can't hit the up button on the volume, so maybe just like.
Hey, Mrs. Bluegrass, guys. Shh. MP in the house. Shh. All right, EPB says we're good. All right, whatever. We're just going to keep moving on.
Yeah, man.
So, one of the things I've been fascinated about with your company is that create your own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's totally cool. You know, it gives somebody an option to go in there and create their own character.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the one question, because, you know, when you have like kickback money, or I should say, you know, the whatever the Trump COVID crap,
mm-hmm.
and you're hovering over that buy, do you get to name your own character?
Yeah, the whole process is a custom thing. And just a little bit of history. When we first started this process, we weren't doing near the volume that we were doing now. It actually started as a way for me to keep my artists paid and hired.
Nice.
The whole system, we don't really make a profit on as far as Fable as a company is concerned. I mean,
we're there. So whenever you finish that, we're going to do our giveaway.
Okay. So we have you get, it's $250. You get an oil and balm combo or an oil and butter combo. You get 2 of those. Throughout the testing process, you get 2 different blends, full-size bottle of oil. So it's 4 oils, 2 other products, plus a T-shirt, plus the whole creation process and the time and everything, and all the shipping's on us. But yeah, the whole process, basically, it goes pretty quick. I get on a phone call with whoever places the order, and I say, hey, what kind of character do you want to be? I mean, we've done dragons, we've done electrical foremans, we've done superhero characters, we've done, did I say dragons already? We've done Vikings, we've done soda shops, like the greasers, I mean, the list just goes on and on and on and on. And whatever, I had a guy say, hey, man, I want to be a frog. So we turned him into a frog. Like, you know, it's just whatever you want to do. It's a lot of input from me. Obviously, I've been doing this. This is my job. So I'm like, hey, let's go with this. This name sounds great, or this idea might work better than this idea, this color scheme. But that's basically what happens. You get on a video chat with me. The whole process takes about 15 minutes. The rest of it is just getting the artwork drawn, getting the proofs done, then moving to labeling and whatnot. So nice. The whole creation process is actually pretty quick.
Nice. And hey, Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe, you guys got in here at a great point. Drew's Nitro Shop, I saw you pop in. Guys, we're about to do a giveaway, and bam, I'm going to highlight your thing right now. And we'll get there in just a moment. Colin, that one's for you if you can see it.
Oh, how did I find my artist? Whew, we're going to get deep here.
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Guys, we got 33 people in here, and Colin said he's going to give away a brand new co-wash right now. And if you've used any of Fable stuff, it's pretty friggin' interesting. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a random number generator. I think it's the easiest way to do it. And we're going to do it by Commands Corner rules. Enter once. Hey, Beard Code, you got here on a great time, brother. We're about to do a giveaway. You can only enter once. And remember, the internet prioritizes your answer, so it's going to pop up first on your screen. Whatever one I see first is the winner. So we're going to do 1 to 15. That way, hopefully, everyone can get one. And go ahead and go. Pick a number 1 to 15.
You know what? For all 3, let's just do 3 brand new co-washes. How about
that?
Done,
brother. Done.
It'll be live on the website tomorrow morning sometime, and then I'll just have them DM you, and I'll give you a code that you can give to them that they can just input for the free bottle of their choice.
Awesome, brother. Okay, we got a winner. Stop, guys. Stop. Okay, I believe that It's Elite 730. You won. The number was, so let me see if I can pull this up without really scarring the screen there. 3. So get a hold of me on Instagram. It's TCTBNL. Leave me all the fun stuff, and I'll get back to you with the code that Colin's going to give me. Guys, go ahead and throw in the congrats down below.
I'm totally down. Whether you want CBD or non-CBD, it doesn't really bother me. The only problem is if you're going CBD, you have to be United States. I can't ship international.
Okay, so let's get back to Bam's thing. How did you find
Yep.
your artist?
Bam. Basically the same way that I have done everything else that I've ever had to learn or start in the last 5 years. Google and YouTube. Google.
Seriously?
Absolutely. I Googled comic book artists. I found his website through an art forum of other artists that were sharing their commission work. I was like, man, this guy's amazing. I don't know if this is going to happen or not. I don't got a lot of money, but let's see what happens. I sent him an email. The next day, he was like, I love the project. Let's do it. We did a package deal for all 4 characters, some social media banners to start the company and a logo, and that was it. It was off.
Nice. Nice.
Same thing I do when how to start a YouTube channel, how to do Facebook ads, how to do anything related to it. I'm always going to YouTube, right? It's a library of information at your fingertips.
Of free information sitting right there.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Someone calling Dave out. But there you go, Colin. You got a question.
I actually prefer the shorter beard look. I keep my mustache fuller and the shorter beard now. When it gets long, it gets a little stringy and transparent. So 2 months ago, I decided to chop it off and go to a shorter beard, and I actually enjoy it better. So
there's another one for you, brother.
What were the OG characters? The Barkeep, which is our unscented blend, Captain Red, which was the Bay Rum, the Engineer, which is still available, which is the Spice Citrus, and the Archer, which was our Woodsy blend.
There's another one for you from, the Peanut Gallery.
Absolutely. There's a lot of nuts floating around.
Yeah, I know, right? Especially this one. Gary Lewis goes, when I started, I Googled, how did Fable do it? Then I'm good. And Pete, I saw your thing, brother. It's just a Gerber swag hat. That's all it is.
Gary actually started before me, so I don't know how he managed to Google me before I existed. Maybe that's another magical trait the wizard has. I don't
know. And I figured bearded motivation might come back with that one. So good on you, Dave. So, here's the one thing I don't get.
Excuse me, I have to blow my nose.
All right, guys, cover. For those of you who have stereo, I bet that sounded interesting.
We call that ASMR.
You want to expand that acronym?
Oh, I don't know what it stands for. It's just weird people who like to listen to crunching on chips. Okay. And you ever seen those YouTube videos?
Nope, and I ain't gonna watch it.
Bro, do it.
Today I was watching hot chicks in Georgia doing noodling, and
you don't understand, man. There are people making thousands and thousands of dollars a month just like putting a mic up next to them and eating candy.
These are also the same people who watch people cut up soap into little squares. I don't get how they're getting 1 million views from just taking a knife through a bar of soap.
I don't know, man. But I'll tell you what, some of my most watched videos on TikTok are just oil coming out of a dispenser.
Nice. Hey, Metal Guy, welcome to the show. So how the heck do you go from being a nurse to a power lifter?
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of started like everybody else did. I saw a P90X infomercial, and I said, I want to get ripped in 90 days. And then I started lifting. And then I ended up finding a friend who was into powerlifting, and he just so happened to be the head powerlifting coach of Virginia Military Institute.
Oh,
and he's like, why don't you come to the gym with me? And I'm like, yeah, man, I've been lifting for a while. Let's do it. And I was like lifting on paint benches. And then I get in the gym with him, and he was squatting 650. And yeah, man, I just got thrown into a whole nother world. But the whole nursing thing was just like me trying to be a YouTuber, the Swole Nurse. I was a nurse. So I thought like I can do supplementation reviews and whatnot based off of like a nursing and medical standpoint. Obviously it failed, but what it did was allow me to upload 400 videos that I knew people didn't give a shit about. So next time I uploaded, I knew that I could upload a different type of content. So yeah, that's kind of where it started. And then I got into beard reviews, and my first beard review went up and I got like 300 views on it. And I was like, dang, what the heck? I've been uploading for 4 years and I haven't got more than 30.
Right.
So I was like, let's go with this. And then that's kind of how Fable got started. I got about 6 to 8 different products in. And I was like everyone else. I was like, all right, I got this new beard mail time, right? And my wife would be at work and I'd put it in my beard and she'd get home and I'm like, smell this. And then she'd smell and she's like, that smells gross. Why do you have that in your beard? It's like, oh, all right. Well, now I can't wear that.
Right. See, that's the worst part.
Yeah, that happened like 6 or 8 times. And then I was like, maybe I could just do this better. And
see, I hate
rest
that with
was
my
history.
better half because I'm like, here, smell this. And she's like, it sucks. But my kids are like, that's great. That's great. That's awesome. We love that, Daddy. We love that. Honey, will this work for you? No, it sucks. I'm like, is there anything I have that you like? No.
Oh, well.
I'm like, what the hell? It's just weird to me that you go from a nurse to a power lifter, and now it's like you're taking over America with Fable.
Hmm.
You know, you're like one city at a time. We're expanding our empire.
Here's the thing. I was like a lot of people and a lot of I would say younger generations. You're just trying to figure out what to do with your life, right?
Yeah.
I was always an insanely creative person. I love video games and that, but I just kind of like floated around in life trying to find out what my purpose was. So I started out in an automotive technician school. I started out as a mechanic. Then I was there for 3 months and I'm like, I don't want to turn wrenches with this guy next to me for the next 30 years. I'm out. So then I was like, well, what's the next best thing that could get me money quickly? And my mom was like, well, your sister's a nurse. I'm like, let's do that. So I like the next week rolled into nursing school and I flew through that with flying colors. And then I got into nursing for like 3 years. And I was like, I don't want to listen to this old lady tell me what to do for the next 20 years, being nursing managers or whatever, because there's all sorts of drama working with that whole crowd of people. Nursing's a rough life. Nursing is absolutely a rough life. But I was like, I can't do this forever. And then I thought, well, okay, maybe if I get my RN, then maybe if I get my nurse practitioner's license, but then I'm still capped out at like 140 a year. I'm like, am I going to be okay with that forever? And I'm like, no, I'm not. So I created my own business.
Capitalist at heart. God, I love you. And there's a question for you from Maximus right down there.
Do I still play video games on my free time? Here's how video games kind of work for me. Normally right now, my free time consists of about 4 hours on a Sunday afternoon for the whole week. I'll turn on the Xbox. I'll spend 20 minutes trying to figure out what game I want to play. I'll pop it on, and 15 minutes later, I'm asleep on the couch.
I'm sorry. I'm like that. Like on a Sunday,
Yep.
It's like, okay, so the kids go down for a nap. TV's mine. You know, I'm like, I'm ready for some PlayStation. I'm ready for this. Okay.
Yep, that's it.
And then, like, I wake up later and you got the drool trail, and I'm like, what freaking time is it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I've been there.
Yep.
You just got more in today, Joe? What'd you get?
Oh. Yeah, man, CBD stuff. I know that, you know, some people still don't understand, but it really is a night and day difference between a standard beard oil and the CBD oil as far as like softness and just the feel in beard. Yeah.
See,
Look out for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I guess I got to use it more because in my beard, the grower, I felt tingly for a little while in the beard.
Really?
Yeah, and I really didn't any softer, any help growing, anything else. I used it for like a week straight, and I'm like, I don't get it. But
most of the softness will come with the CBD and using it as the co-wash. Co-wash is great.
I like it. From Joshua. You're the American's American. 140K a year? Not enough.
It's not that 140K a year isn't enough. It's that I know I'm capable of more. And do I want to live the next 50 years of my life knowing that I settled?
No one wants to settle. Nobody.
I mean, what would the life be like without the wizard? You know what I mean?
Thank you. You know, it's like I get up every day and I try to push myself, and I'll freely admit, I screw up, I think, more times than I do anything right,
Oh, of course.
I try to avoid drama, and it seems like I fall head over heels into the middle of it, and it's like, all right, whatever, let's get out of
Man,
this one.
drama's part of life, but obviously I was a male nurse in a woman's world. I enjoy and thrive in drama. So
See, yeah, you got the short end of the stick on that one. Did you see him? He's all, yep, smile, and he's moved on. Oh
is
my
what it
God, that's
is.
awesome. Oh, hey, there you go. There's a good one from Bam.
But what? Oh, do I get a chance to live? I don't know, man. See, right now my business is my life. It has its downfalls, Sometimes I get tired. We're kind of in this really strong transition phase of being comfortable with not doing everything myself. Can I fulfill 200 orders in a day? Yeah. Do I have time to do anything else? No. So will I be able to maintain that and continue to grow? No. In Q3 and Q4 this year, will we surpass that? Yes. Can I keep up? No. So what do you got to do? You got to hire more people to help do it for you. So we're taking a family trip to Gatlinburg this weekend for Father's Day.
Everybody's going there. I think Gary's going there soon.
Well, it's only like
Beards is going there.
3.5 hours from where we're at now in Franklin, right outside of Nashville. Once that happens, we're hiring a lab assistant, and then we're training that person, to kind of be the main lab assistant person. And then 3 months from that, we hope to hire another 1 or 2 people for fulfillment. Otherwise, we won't be able to keep up with the numbers that we have projected.
And there's something for you from Tyson. Male nurse. Haha, fucker.
True. I'm not going to lie, man. Being a male nurse was awesome.
I'm not touching that one. I'm not.
It was being the non-manager male nurse that sucked.
See, there we go. I kind of figured it might be something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And what else we got? See, Dave agrees with you. Like he did. He dropped everything and did he dropped everything and did barber school,
I encourage everybody, start a company if you want to start a company. There's no reason why. I mean, when I started my company, there were 1,500 other beard companies out there. And there was everything telling me that there's no reason why Fable should be able to have some success with the oversaturated market that there was. You may come out with the next best idea. You may come out and find out that if you sneeze in your beard butter, it automatically becomes the best thing on planet Earth. You don't know what's going to happen. What was that?
No, don't answer him. Don't answer him. You came in late, Joe. You were feeding yourself. You're going to have to rewatch the show because he covered that in the beginning. Go ahead. Tell Sammy Kicks to throw you down the stairs again. Go ahead.
What was that? Holes, that Disney show with Shia LaBeouf where the guy was trying to kill foot odor. They ended up dropping the onion in the pot, and then all of a sudden it was gone, I mean, you never know what's going to happen.
See, and Christina, with that, I got to tell you honestly, and thank you for coming in. I don't think I've ever seen you in the show. For Fable,
Christina, sploosh.
I've seen more customer service from Fable than, like, God, this is going to sound bad, than product. It just, if you watch any of my reviews of his stuff, it's always about customer service with Fable. And I'm like, that blew me away, especially when I saw that one review you had with a guy over some butter. And you tried like 5 times to make him happy. And you're like, dude, we've done everything we can. Here's a refund.
My wife gets mad because all of our reviews are set on an automated schedule. When you get your package to your door, my machine says, hey, this was delivered today to this person. Okay. 5 days later, you get an email. Hey, what'd you think of our product? It's all automated. I get them in constantly, 10, 20, 30 reviews a day. If anything is under a 3-star review, I read the review in my email. I send somebody a refund before I even respond to them. My wife hates it. She hates it. But I'm like, here's the reason why. 1, if you're not happy, there's nothing I'm going to do to make you happy. 2, I won't be the motherfucker that didn't give you your money back when you weren't happy. I know that much. And your $20 isn't worth it to me for you to go around for the rest of your life saying not only did I have crap products, but he also kept my money. So now I'm just a person with crap products, but hey, he gave me my money back.
And it's still free advertising for you because he's bragging about, I got a refund, I got a refund.
Absolutely. So I don't know. I just do things differently, man. I'm always thinking about like, I'm never right. I'm always wrong.
Well,
in everything.
Nobody can ever accuse Fable of being normal. Nobody.
Nope.
You know, I that's why, like, when you have a new product release, it's like I get that itchy trigger finger at times. It's like, gimme, 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 gimme. You know, but I've just got so much like I have to review for you right now. I think I've got 9 that I haven't reviewed for your company at this point.
Oh, see, look.
Yeah, they're a great deal.
Very first experience, I messaged you on Facebook. You replied and gave it to me. Now we're customers for life. See, there you go. I give a lot of stuff. I just give it.
Gary, should I be afraid of that?
Gary's in a whole nother circle of people that wear a lot of rubber and latex. And I just like, I'm not in that world. So I probably am the most normal guy, but if you hear a zipper, just turn around.
Okay, on that note, guys, we're going to do another giveaway. Oh my God, that's awesome.
That's another thing. Beardus Maximus says, I lied. I never ask money back. Most people don't ask for money back. I just kind of do it. But handing it to a friend, that's another thing. I don't ever accept actual returns. We may get a return to sender that's never been opened, but if you say, hey, where can I send this back to? I just say, don't worry about it. Here's your refund. Gift it to a friend. One, it's unsanitary on our level. I can't accept returns. I don't know what's happened to that product once it's been open. But I'd rather someone else get blessed with it than me just having it sit here and go in the trash. So.
All right, guys, like I said, we're going to do another giveaway. Like Colin said, it's going to be for another brand new co-wash that's going to get released. We're going to do the same rules as before, random number generator. Even though there's like now 34 in here, we're going to do a number between 1 and 15. And I hate using this phrase, but command corner rules. Enter once, the internet prioritizes your answer, and that way you're going to see it pop up first on your screen. The one that I see first is going to win. So pick a number between 1 and 15 and run with it. Wow, right out of the gate, we got a winner. Stop.
There you go.
Joshua. There you go, guys. 12.
You interested in hearing the long laundry list of products that are the ingredients that are going to be in this new product? We're giving it away and all. You know, people might want to know what's in it, right?
There we go, Matt. Good. Throw it out there.
All right. So a couple of problems we wanted to address when we were looking at our co-wash was, one is people had some complaints that sometimes it's too thin. It's not thick enough, just your feel in hand. Majority of that was due to fragrance oils that we use. Sometimes that can thin a blend, and it can vary between fragrance to fragrance and how much you use. Excuse me, I'm getting the distiller hiccups over here. But it can vary from product to product and fragrance to fragrance. So that was one. We wanted to increase the thickness. We also knew that while people did love our co-wash, I mean, we've had at this point 150 to 500 reviews, somewhere around there, on our current co-wash that we've had out. We wanted to still be able to do what co-wash is supposed to do. Not damage your beard, not contain a bunch of synthetic stuff that may make your beard feel like it's going to feel better. But in reality, day 2 or 3 down the road, you're like, man, why does my beard feel crunchy today? I just woke up. Maybe it's just like a day. Maybe I didn't drink enough water yesterday. Or maybe it's just like I slept on it wrong. And maybe I need to go to silk sheets because like my beard just like the pillowcase just soaked up all the. No, chances are it's probably a product that you're using that's really kind of just drying your shit out. And then also we wanted to make sure that it increased. It was better than the one that we got currently, right? Otherwise, what's the point? So we did have to make a couple adjustments. Unfortunately, we did have to increase the price of the co-wash.
Colin,
it's no longer.
Quick. You got two questions. One, someone was asking about, is it going to be a CBD co-wash? And second, Joshua, get a hold of me on Instagram at TCTBNL. Get me your, just contact me. Colin's going to give me a code tomorrow that I'm going to be able to give you, and that way you can get your winnings. Okay, Bar?
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead, brother. Sorry. Crunchy,
Yes, it's going to be in it's going to be in a CBD as well. Our entire product lineup. Also, we're going to have the addition of the Distiller and Captain Crimson available in co-wash as well. Even the Everyday Heroes going to the new version. I've already got about 4,000 labels made across the whole lineup, ready to go. But we wanted to make sure that it was better. Well, to do that, we had to get better ingredients and get a better formula. That was also more expensive. So that's the reason why the price did go up. However, if you look at other companies like Detroit Grooming as an example, we always like to do product comparison for our competitors to see where their price points are. Their price point is $24.95 for an 8-ounce co-wash. So we don't feel $25 is outrageous. Furthermore, if you go to somebody like Beard Brand that has a 3.4 or 3.7 beard softener, which is their technical version of their conditioner, at $23. So the equivalent of that would be me selling an 8-ounce bottle of co-wash for like $43, just as a comparison.
Even then, you've got lots of affiliates out there where they can go find the codes for those affiliates and take a little off of that.
Absolutely. So we don't feel like it's too fair of a trade-off. So anyways, the first one, I'm just going to name them off as quick as I possibly can. If I'm a little neebed and the names sound unfamiliar, it's because I'm going through them fast. I got a whole list here. Everything is going to be up on the website underneath every product. It's going to break it down, what it is, why it's in there, and exactly, here we go. Okay, so water, it's essential for life. Boom, right out of the gate, right? Water is great for your beard. It's great for your hair. You need water to help hydrate your beard. Aloe vera prevents skin irritation and repairs dead skin cells. Cetera alcohol, which is a natural emollient. It softens hair and it helps heal dry skin. Cocoa glucoside, which is a natural hair and skin cleanser derived from coconut. What did I say? Cocoa glucoside already. Shea butter. Obviously, we all know about shea butter. It helps moisturize the hair. It helps boost collagen production and also helps cell regeneration for your hair and your skin. BTMS, which is a natural plant-derived mild surfactant and conditioning agent. Absolutely amazing in co-wash. Hands down, period, end of discussion. BTMS is an amazing conditioning agent for conditioner. Xanthan gum, which if people aren't familiar with, it's just a natural thickener that you use to make the product thicker. Sunflower oil, which is high in fatty acids and deeply nourishing. Olive oil, which moisturizes your hair and prevents skin irritation. Avocado oil, which is rich in oleic acid and moisturizes. It's like a hair penetrator. Avocado oil doesn't just sit on top of the hair; it gets into your hair. So that's the difference, and that's the reason that we put it in there. Wheat germ oil is rich in vitamin B, and it helps promote hair growth. Castor oil, and these are in addition to our already standard carrier oils that we use in all of our products. So then you're going to get your castor oil, your coconut oil, sweet almond, argan oil, jojoba oil in there as well, in addition to everything else that I've already talked about. So I won't go too much into those because we all know what those are all for at this point in the game. Silver dihydrogen citrate, which is an antimicrobial preservative. Got citric acid, which is a natural pH balancer and preservative. Lactic acid, which is also a natural preservative. Tocopherol, which is in another sense vitamin E. You got decylglucoside, which is a natural mild surfactant. See, when you hear these words like decylglucoside, citric acid, lactic acid, people are like, oh, no, I don't know if I should use that because I can't pronounce it. They're still natural products that you can't pronounce, right? So that's like one of the things we want to get over. So decylglucoside is a natural mild surfactant. And basically what that means is it helps, it's the wash portion of a co-wash. It helps suds it up, more or less. Then you got laurel betaine, which is also a natural mild surfactant. Benzoic acid, which is a natural stabilizer and preservative. dihydric acid, which is also a natural preservative. And then at the end, we have our fragrance oil, which is, yes, it's synthetic. All fragrance oils for the main part is. However, they are all skin safe and they all meet IFRA standards. You'll also find a link under the ingredient list when we put it up that you can go to IFRA's website and you can see exactly what those standards are and do research to your heart's content. You just click on it and go. But all of our fragrance oils meet the skin safe and IFRA standards. Of course, when you go with your CBD oil, you're also going to get that CO2 extracted full spectrum CBD, which contains all of the benefits of the hemp plant. And we're doing that at the 50 milligrams per bottle like we do all of our other products. And that's pretty much it. You want to go the unscented, you just pop out the fragrance oil and everything's exactly the same.
And Tyson, just for you, you little man bun mafia reject you, I've also got an AOL account and a Yahoo account that I haven't gotten rid of yet. So what, boy, what? What you got? Yeah, I'm an old man. I don't care.
Yeah, Fable Beard. Surfactant is essentially cleaning shit. When you're talking about a beard wash or a co-wash, it's the part that suds up and like you make it feel like your beard is being cleaned. It's soap, essentially. When you think of the term soap, that's surfactant. You put it on your hand, you put it under water, it bubbles up, it suds up. All right, Pete says, Colin, are the two CBD co-washes changing to this new version as well, or no, because they're different anyways? No, I mean, it's a better conditioner all the way around. Why would we not throw it over to the CBD line also? The CBD line, basically it goes our standard lineup, CBD is even better, and now this is going to be even better than that. So then you combine the CBD and we just keep going down the train.
And Habib, he mentioned that in the beginning. It's just the maturation project of the character. It's kind of growing into something else, kind of like some superheroes and comic book characters do.
Long story short, Captain Red wasn't doing the sales volume and wasn't as near as popular. When you sell more of the 3 weeks that you do of a character you've had out for 2 years, you kind of listen and think, okay, maybe we not need to do this forever. There's no reason to keep a character around. He can change. He can do different things. He's going on different stories. We're actually going to release the story on how Captain Red changed. There's a gypsy involved. There's some murder involved. But you'll just have to look out for the email and read the story of how Captain Red goes to Captain Crimson.
And that's something I truly love about, your company, that you do that, where you put out those stories. So it's not like it's just, okay, here's the product, go buy it. You've got this backstory to it, It's like a beard oil with backstory, a beard butter with backstory. And, if you guys haven't seen, like, his balms yet, I really don't use them that much. It is just really nice golden color, breaks down real freaking simple.
So that's another thing. You learn as you go, right? And as I grow in a company and as I grow in a maker, I try to make the products better. And one of the things that you wouldn't think would make the biggest difference in the world, and that is cooling. The temperature at which and the rate at which you cool your products after you use them. People love our butter. We have nothing but good reviews on our butter. However, that doesn't mean it's the best. There's always room for improvement. And we've done something as simple as change the rate of which we cool the butter. I bought a fridge specifically for the butters. So when they go in the bottle, they go in the freezer and in the fridge, and they rapidly cool in 20 to 30 minutes. Versus doing a smaller cool down thing that we were doing. It wasn't obviously room temperature, but it was a different variation of that. And you take a product that goes from something like this. You see that? Oh, yeah. See how it's got grain and grit into it? This product will still melt down in your hand. It will still work just fine. You can sit here and I can scoop out this product and I can rub it into my hands. And it's like it's practically gone, right? Give it another couple. There it is. It's all gone. Just because your butter has grain to it doesn't mean that you can't use it. However, when you cool it down faster, you get this. Super creamy, no grain to it. This has been sitting out now at room temperature for about 4 days. And it's just a far superior product than what we were doing before. So, I mean...
Yeah, it's one of those, like when I did my review of your fall butters, Wasn't a huge fan just because not the grittiness, but to me it turned rock hard. And the new one that I got from, your subscription box with Vinny P, it's not having any of those problems that the fall ones did. And you even told me, you're like, look, we learn, we grow, we're changing things. And I even said in my review of this how much I love this a lot better than the originals.
Just because you come out with a product, and we're not the only company doing it. I believe Eric Bandholz at Beard Brand said one time that they've reformulated their butter 5 times, if I'm not mistaken, without telling anybody. You know what I mean? There's just because you have the same ingredients doesn't mean you can't play around with a little bit more of this and a little bit less of that and still have the same ingredients, right? So there's always to make changes. Are we going to announce everything all the time? No, that's a little overkill, right? You don't want to be like, hey, we just added 2% fragrance. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares at the end of the day. As long as your product works and it smells great, nobody's going to care.
Exactly. And Beard Guy Kansas City has a question for you that seems to be popping up everywhere.
Can we get a limited run of the Savior asking for a friend? Well, you'll have to wait till the fall time. The Savior will be returning for this fall lineup this year.
I love it. He's like, my friend missed out. That's why I bought extra Savior last year. I've still got a full bottle sitting on the beard shelf. That stuff is awesome. All right. Now, usually I only keep people about an hour, a little bit after. Do you have a little bit longer?
I got however much time you need, baby.
Sweet. All right. Faithfully Barry sleeps. Oh, my God. Nice.
Here's with Kristen Patterson. Are you planning on expanding the women's line? Have you started? I would love to have my hair. Don't ease the juice.
He's lagging.
So obviously we're. Hold on. I'm pulling it up on my phone. So this is going to be releasing with Bearded Motivation sometime towards the end of this month. And we used his wife as a character here. And obviously there's a lot of green in here, so the green screen is still screwing with it. But this will be the Enchantress. And that's going to be releasing soon. Then we also have another character that we've already been working with that my sister-in-law actually was a model for. And we'll just go with her picture first there. Sorry, excuse me. So that's my sister-in-law. And then
Nobody
we started
comment,
out.
he'll cut you off from buying. Nobody comment, he'll cut you off
You
from
can
products.
comment all you want. It's not my wife. And then we ended up with oh gosh, that green screen's killing me.
No, you're good. I can see that.
The siren. So she's a mermaid.
You settled on the Enchantress instead of alimony. I see how you are.
Yeah. Well, often those who collect alimony did enchant you before, so.
Dave, you want to chime in there? Just saying.
That being said,
yeah, I was waiting for that.
There's a lot of similarities between pre-shave oils and hair oils and body butters. A lot of these products are interchangeable for a lot of different things. I mean, there are people out there selling beard balm for dogs' pads on their feet to help heal their pads. You know what I mean? But it's just beard balm. So you can use any of our scents that you like to use on your face, use on your legs before pre-shave. What did I say? Colin's brother must work out. Who's that?
Yeah. Well, you showed your sister-in-law, so he's got to be buff, in order to take care of that and have everyone
got
hit.
It. Well, she's divorced.
Uh-oh. No. Let's get that. See this? That smile's killing me. Oh my God, I love it. And there you go. Oops. Come on, pull it up. You know the process. Go to his website, pay that big amount of money.
Are we trying to get me roped into another accidental thing with a different company? Isn't that name? I'm pretty sure that name is already taken. I think I've heard that one.
Really? I've
be wrong.
Company yet. But then
No.
again, as many beard companies there are out there, and as much as everyone
Here's
names stuff,
here's another thing, man. Who gives a fuck? It's a name, right? Hey, man, what's your name? Go
yeah,
ahead, give it to the people. Give me your name to the people. Go ahead, one more time. What's your name?
yeah, everyone knows me as Chris.
There you go. Okay. How many other motherfuckers you know on planet Earth named Chris?
Too
Are
many.
you mad at them for having that name?
No.
Come on, man. It's just a name. Y'all need to calm down. If you don't have a little TM next to that name, it don't mean a thing.
Right? Right?
Sorry.
And there's a good one. I honestly don't know. I've never used Beard Solve before. I think it's what they just call their balm. Because if you're talking about that Western company, I think they're trying an old throwback kind of feel to their names. So that might be it.
Yeah, so salve, udder cream, essentially a back balm, for udders. It's essentially, I think, the same product, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Okay. Hey, my name is Dave. Nice. Oh, I love it. And of course, someone had to do it. Dave's not here, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Dave. I don't know, man. There's a lot we could say about that cat.
No, I don't want to be in a video soon. No.
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 I dare you, Dave. Say some shit about Fable. See if you don't get wrecked.
He won't. He knows where his bread's buttered. He loves Fable. Oh, was that out loud? Sorry, Dave.
That's all right. Me and Dave go way back.
Nice.
I love Dave before people were watching his videos.
Here's Tyson sucking up. He wants something.
You could, man. I mean, you could.
All right. So here's the weirdest question.
All right.
Have
you got a list of them written down?
Somewhere. Have you released something and it went so bad you just pulled it permanently?
I did a pre-release of the Savior and I accidentally used a fragrance that I shouldn't have used and didn't pay attention. I got immediate feedback from about 15 people. They were refunded immediately and the entire scent blend was changed.
Wow. Hey, Tevin. Nice of you to get in here, brother.
Y'all you always make mistakes. But other than that, I wouldn't say that I've canceled anything like right away.
So there's never been like a huge crash and burn other than a scent profile just really wasn't that good?
No, there were some skin irritations with that scent profile. So once I sold it to 60, I got 6 people that were complaining, and that ratio was too much for me. So I got rid of it. Since then, I've maybe had less than 10 over like 15,000 orders of people complaining of some sort of skin irritation, which I can't prevent on that scale. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially like with cinnamon, because what is it? I think it's 80 or 90% of the world are allergic to it topically. So you really can't control that. And it really upsets me because I got another company's beard wash in that I love the smell of. But I used it today in the shower and it lit me up like a lobster. I was bright red coming out. I'm like, well, that was money well spent. Never use that again, you know?
Yeah, the thing is, though, it's kind of hit and miss. A lot of the times, well, I guess with us, I've kind of strayed away from essential oils for the most part. One is I have found that given the nature of harshness of essential oils and how every body is different, I've found that working with fragrance oils is actually safer than working with an essential oil as far as skin irritations are concerned.
Okay.
2, I haven't really seen any evidence that essential oils really help a benefit of a health benefit of any nature. I know people who use it, but I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I haven't found enough evidence to say, oh yeah, using lemon essential oils is really going to help your anxiety go down by 0.3%.
Quiet Karen,
yeah, that's Karen. No. So we're not going to try to roll that train of like, oh, using this as an antioxidant and no, we're not rolling that train. Although some companies decide to do that to try to promote their products further. But they're easier to work with. They're easier to fragrance your oils. They're stronger. They last longer. And yeah, as long as they're skin safe and, you know, everybody's okay with them and you're using them in the right percentages, given the fact that, you know, skin safe fragrances can range anywhere from IFRA standards from 10% dilution to 50 to 70%. Can you imagine filling up a bottle with 70% fragrance and the rest oil?
No.
You would never do that. But there are some fragrances out there that you can use that high of a ratio.
Yeah, but that would just...
I'm not saying I ever would. I'm not saying I ever would. I'm just saying you can. It's safe to do that.
Oh, yeah,
however, when you're...
But if anybody ever did that, that'd be like you put that crap in your beard, you step outside, and you're like a vampire in the morning, just poof, you know, it goes up in flames.
Right, but some essential oils, you can't go more than 3 drops without causing skin irritation. You know what I mean? So, like, I just think it's safer. It's more consistent. When you're blending with essential oils, a batch, a time of year can vary. When you're working with your synthetic fragrance oils, it's done same time, smells the same every time.
Yeah, now speaking, okay, we got a question from Bobby that I put up down there. He asked, are you planning on any more cologne-inspired oils?
Well, as you may know, Captain Crimson was released yesterday, and it does have a light cologne in the blend. Now, I say cologne, and people automatically, their head goes 1,600 different ways of what that's going to smell like. I am using this cologne. Captain Crimson is a blend of coconut, amber, some textured musk, and some light fruit notes. However, the cologne I'm using also has properties of amber, musk, vanilla, and light fruit notes. So it's not used to make it smell like a cologne. It's used to enhance the other portions of the other blend, which just brings it all together into amazingness.
That Amber gets around, don't she? She seems to be everywhere nowadays.
All them crazy bitches named Amber.
I know, right? I can't wait for the hate mail on this one. Woohoo! You can send that to info@fablebeardco.com.
Go ahead. The wizard at Fable. No, I better not give that one out.
Yeah, don't. Your wife might kill you. Why do you have 10,000 emails? Why are they all from Amber?
Yeah.
Honey, yeah, no. Like I said, I've been avoiding drama recently, and I'm not getting you in any. No.
That's all right. I live in it.
You have fun with that. I've had too much of it recently, so I've been like, you know that that meme of Homer like fading into the bushes?
Mm-hmm.
That's me recently. I'm done. See ya. I'm back to doing.
Here's the thing: when you have any sort of success, you're immediately going to have 15 other people trying to tear you down. The good part is now that I've reached such a high customer base, people try to do this in the comment section of our Facebook ads, on our Instagram posts, on our social media posts. And I have 15 customers come into my defense without me even having to say anything anymore. We built a Fable army.
See, now you have reached that statute. Mm-hmm. Me, I'm still a little guy. All right. Sub count really doesn't matter. But sometimes when I open my mouth, the little Jiminy Cricket in my head has been screaming, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
I'm going to get real with you here. You care about what other people think too much. Keep doing you. Fuck what other people think about you. Do you realize that I'm on your live stream dressed as a wizard right now drinking tequila? Do you get that?
No, I get it.
So, like, keep doing you. Other people are always going to find a reason to hate you for whatever reason. But I'll tell you what, they're always going to remember that guy dressed as a wizard talking about beard oil, aren't they?
This is true. And like I said, you're a dream guest, but for me, so we can wrap this neat little thing with a bow, when I create my own by opening my mouth when I shouldn't, I got to own that and move forward.
Sure. I never have any regrets on anything.
Yeah. I mean, dude, like today, I know you saw that on Instagram. I'm like, whoever you are, thank you for giving me that thumbs down. Thank you for motivating me to do better tonight, you know?
That's why I brought this cup out today for this specifically. This is not my drinking cup. You see that there? What's that say?
what is it? I drink from the tears, yeah, of my haters.
Yep. They're cheaper. Trust me, they're more plenty than buying a glass of whiskey. Fear of other people's opinions. Yeah,
Depends on what you drink. Like, seeing how I've got 3 kids and a limited income at times, I just find a big bottle of something cheap. After the 5th or 6th shot, you don't care.
Sure. Sure.
You're just, there we are. All right, fuck, I had something over here. All right. So, what is your testing process on products? Like when you kind of come up with something new, is it you already have it in the back of your head, you know how many drops you got to do with something? Or is it kind of like a mix and match? Like, I don't know, say with the Patriot, because you got the pecan pie in there and the other stuff to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, are you like a little mad scientist with a little petri dish and like, haha, that's it?
So I stick to fragrances that I know are going to be in a safe range, right? Everything for me is based off of feel. I know that sounds crazy to people. I know that sounds unorthodox. Wait a minute. You don't measure? No, I've been doing this so frequently that I know what levels of my hopper are going to give me how many bottles, and I know exactly how much fragrance I want in there. For an this is going to sound nuts, but I treat things as a bar pour. I'm not counting out milliliters. I'm counting out how many seconds.
2 and 3. Nice.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I have every single scent a different way. I know how many bottles I make at one time, and I know what is the right level of smell for that to happen. Now, as far as mixing my fragrances beforehand, obviously there's an exact ratio to the original scent plan. But things may change. Things may spark my interest. Up until this morning when I released Captain Crimson, it was intended to be a certain fragrance blend with spearmint.
Wow.
I canceled that out and changed it this morning to a certain fragrance blend with the addition of the cologne. I said, you know what? Wait a minute. I just want to try this. Threw it together, smelt it. Instantly, it was better. I was like, we're going to do that.
Nice.
That's all.
Like, I remember your fall line where you're like, you know, a crisp breeze. I'm like, how in the F do you make a freaking fragrance oil that's a breeze, you know?
That's part of the whole storytelling and adventure, though, right?
Well,
I mean, you've got to learn how to market yourself. Yeah, man, you got to be descriptive. Try to imagine yourself talking to a 1-900 number, right? You're not just going to say, hello, how are you? Yeah,
not at what, $5.99 for the first minute after that, you know? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you gotta throw those glamour words in there: fresh, crisp, creamy, sensual, lavender. You know, peach ecstasy. It's all about being descriptive.
Yeah, that's the part that kills me. Vanilla's vanilla. I love how people are like fresh vanilla, creamy vanilla, supple vanilla. I'm like, it all smells the same. You know, I'm like, wow. But there is a question for you down there from EPB asking your current favorite oil and why.
I've done some videos on this and it's gone back and forth. And obviously when I get a new oil in, I'm like, oh man, this is like the next best thing. And I'll wear it for like a week. I always go back to the Gunslinger. Always.
See, that's what I haven't tried.
There's a couple reasons why. One is I personally hate patchouli. I hate it. My very first beard product I had, and I won't name the company, was a patchouli scented beard balm. It was, my friends, when I would wear it, told me it smelled like mothballs. My wife didn't like it, said it was overpowering. And I had spent so much money on it, I used it till the tin was empty. I just did it.
Bro, so when Pacific Northwest, patchouli is everywhere. I hate summer up here because that's all you smell from the hippies. It just radiates awful.
So I said, I want to create a patchouli that is non-traditional that everybody will like. So I created the futuristic patchouli. It's got notes of patchouli in there, but you would never know or directly be able to smell it. The thing about the Gunslinger is It's so fresh and warm, and it changes throughout the day. If I wear the Gunslinger on Tuesday and I'm having a great day and my mental capacity's there and the Gunslinger's going to smell great. If I have a bad day and my stress and cortisol levels are up and my body chemistry changes and the scent profile changes, the
Really?
Gunslinger matches that. It's like a chameleon. It's really crazy. It'll smell way different in out of bottle than it will in bottle when you put it in beard. And it can, I don't know, man. It's just awesome. So
See,
I
those are
always
the
go
ones
back
I-
to the Gunslinger.
Yeah, those are the ones that I like, you know, where you can sniff it in bottle and you're like, oh my God, that smells amazing. Then when you put it in beard, it's better, you know,
Mhm.
or those rare times where I'm like, smells great in the bottle, but it's never going back in the beard, you know?
Mhm.
And yeah, see, Gabriel, he knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's everywhere. You can't go like a 5 foot radius without some hippie and patchouli.
One thing I've never been able to replicate, and you know, you want to live the hippie lifestyle, that's fine. I don't know how else to explain this, but there is a pepper smell that comes from these types of people, and you can't deny it. It's a black pepper smell, and I have no idea where they get this fragrance that makes them smell like this black pepper hippie fragrance. I have no idea where it comes from, and I've never been able to replicate it.
Where did it go? Hold on, I got to take care of something. Oh, dear Lord. Oop, that should not have been there. Okay. Here you go. Sammy Cakes from Bearded Life wants to know if you like Harry Potter, and if so, what's your favorite character from the movies?
Ooh, that is a really in-depth question. I love Harry Potter. I grew up on the books. I read a lot of them. I mean, over and over again. I watched the movies, probably one of them at least every year, especially around the winter time, because for whatever reason, Harry Potter's labeled as a winter theme, even though there's only like 4 scenes of winter in the whole series, right? But as far as a favorite character is concerned, they're all so great. I mean, you love Snape because he really loved Harry at the end throughout all of it, right? And sacrificed himself. You know what I mean? So, like, there's that whole portion of it. Obviously, you got to like Harry and Ron for just his, like, loyalty to Harry throughout everything. Like, I'm sorry, like, but Dave, Mo, or any of you guys, like, if y'all have Death Eaters chasing you, I don't know that I'm going to be standing next to you. You know what I mean? Like,
I know.
but then you've got, you know, characters like oh god, the professor that came in and overtook Hogwarts. God, I'm taking a blank on her name, but she had all the weird cat
It's been a while
things
for me,
on the wall, and she was like all torturing people. You know what I mean? So like you have to have respect for characters and that can play that. But I mean, there's just so many. There's
Nice.
so many.
And Tevin, we're going to work on that. You're my son. You can't be bullied in your father's live stream. So no. Yeah, when Tevin admitted how old he was, I'm like, my God, you could be my son. Yeah.
I guess I don't know, man. I'm going to be 33 this year.
49. 49. Yes.
Bobby
Elvis
Rowe, if
Operates.
it's not a horror movie, I'm not watching it. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a couple of things that my artist loves to do. One of them involves very well-endowed women. He is actually a very talented graphic arts creator. He's done many projects for graphic novels and adult novels. The other thing is horror. He absolutely loves doing horror characters. The only problem is I can't get a guy swinging a hatchet with blood spatter everywhere 24/7 all throughout the year. But it does have its place on Halloween.
Yes.
We did the Psycho last year. We did the Harvester last year. this year we are releasing 4 new characters. One of them is the miner. We'll leave that up to your imagination. The next one is going to be the stranger, or the stalker.
The stranger.
Yeah. Not that stranger. Get off your hand. Don't let it go to sleep. Keep with your right one. The next one is the stalker, which is basically going to be the creeper dude that's looking in your window when you don't want him to be.
Dave, did you get a collaboration finally? Sorry.
Yeah. We're also going to release the harvester out again. And there's a couple of other things that I want to keep kind of secret, but I want to do at least 4 different Halloween characters this year, and I'm going to release them earlier than I did last year.
Nice. All right, guys, it's that time. We got our 3rd giveaway to do. So, same rules like before. Even though there's 22 in here, we're going to do 1 through 15. Inner wants, commands, corner rolls. You guys know this by now. We've done it a couple times in the stream. Pick a number 1 to 15 and go. Really? 2 of you? They'll start coming in soon, I think. Haha, there we go. Mike B's asking if there's a chance for any more blueberry scents.
Not yet, but there's no telling what's going to happen. When I get artwork in, I get inspired, so it could change. But
and I saw up there we go. There we go. Mr. J, Bubba, you are the beaner chicken dinner. Get a hold of me on Instagram, and tomorrow when he's going to send me the code, and that way I can give it to you, and you can take that whatever off your checkout. And Ben, you just missed it, brother. Now, hey, Joe, I don't know if you're in here, bro, but I put Joshua Riggs in timeout for saying, let's just say, not too appropriate things about a good friend of the channel. So watch him when he comes back in. If he pops out, throw him out.
Since we're a couple cups deep and an hour and a half into the live stream, I'm going to open this up to you. You've done a very good job with your questioning and keeping it about the business and positive and this, that, and the next thing. However, for the remainder of the time, I'm offering you the ability to ask me anything you want to. And I'll leave that up to you and your channel and whatever you want to do. But I know there's got to be some shit out there you're curious about.
Okay. Because, like I said, I'm trying to keep it positive, trying to go new direction and stuff, but seeing how you open that up. What is your process of vetting your affiliates? Because I'm going to put it like this. I've seen some people out there who have 84 subscribers, 1 beard review, and a bunch of gaming, and they're an affiliate. I've seen other people who have a lot of beard stuff, but they don't become an affiliate of yours. And the big reason why I'm asking is because I know you do gaming. I know you've done help with LARPing, I believe it is, because it's on, I think it's on your page. But it's like, what is your process? Do you handle that, or do you farm it out to Dev the Devastator?
So Dev the Devastator is our team manager. He manages I'm obviously included in everything. I'm the one who gives the final say. But he manages both our Twitch team, our affiliates, and our ambassador team. So there's a difference. We have ambassadors and we also have affiliates, and obviously they have different tiers to them. Now, that form that you see on our website saying that we sponsor gamers, we get an average of 200 to 300 applications a week.
Wow.
To sponsor gamers. Okay. 99% of people are just full of shit. Hi, I have game beard. You help me out. It's just garbage, right?
Right.
However, Dev filters everything. I don't read the applications until the end. He just says, hey, I'm going to add this person. Great, let's do it. We get on with them with a Twitch affiliate, and they start running with things. He handles our whole Twitch team, this, that, and the next thing. Excuse me. As far as ambassadors are concerned, we put out applications. We're putting them out once a year now. Last year,
Right.
we put out an application or open call for ambassadors. 10 people applied. This year, we put out an open call for ambassadors. We got over 200 to apply in 24 hours. So we had to weed through them and go through that. And still, I left a lot of that up to dev.
Right.
They come, they go, they do their own thing. They get tired of products. They get tired of, they want to move on. By all means, whatever they want to do. Now, when you're talking about affiliates, we have unlimited affiliate spots. If somebody wants an affiliate code, here's the problem. They don't ask me. So I'm doing everything I possibly can right now to fulfill orders, to manufacture product, to be on live streams here. I'm not at the point of my business of reaching out to people to ask them to be affiliates for us. You get my drift?
Yeah, no, I get you. I'm picking you up 100%.
I have over 60 affiliates, and 3 of those affiliates do 99% of the referral business out of all of those 60s.
Yeah, Dan C's obviously one of them. We all know that.
So is it a lucrative thing for me to go out and say, hey, ambassadors wanted, affiliates wanted? No, it's probably getting 300 million people to, or the beard struggle. When they post out those Facebook ads, are they getting 3,000 people a day apply? Yeah. How many people are probably selling for them? Maybe less than 50?
No, I get you there.
So that's basically the long and short of it. People don't ask me.
The other reason why I was asking about affiliates is, have you seen the hashtag Fable did it first? There's a hashtag currently floating around, and it's targeted at one company.
Okay.
And seeing how you said we can open this up, and guys, I'm not going negative on Colin. You know how internet gremlins work. People like to start drama. People like to start crap. And there's a company out there who was talked about an awful lot not too long ago.
Okay.
Miners Beards. I'm seeing internet gremlins basically saying you hate miners and are trying to destroy them, which I think is BS. But I've seen the hashtag Fable did it first with affiliates who are connected to you commenting on miners' ads.
So here's the situation that I think is probably happening. One is I obviously can't control everything 25 people, grown men, do with their own time, right? Obviously, it's attached to me in some form of fashion. Do I think there's anything negately wrong with some friendly jabs and competition and pushing each other? Absolutely not. If you want to say hashtag Fable sucks a dick, by all means, go ahead and put it out there.
Because I saw you and Gary tonight going back and forth, and that was friendly competition.
Sure.
You know?
So here's the thing. Are they part of my ambassador team? Are these people part of my ambassador teams? Yes. Do they go off and do their own thing out of support for the company that they want to do? Yeah, it's no different than 100 other ambassadors that go to bat for some of their products or people or companies that might not necessarily be true, accurate, or right, I can't control everything everyone does at any time. However, if something is mentioned to me, I'm like, all right, guys, once or twice was enough. Let's calm it down. Let's leave it alone. Just let them do their own thing. But 90% of the time, all of my ambassadors can come in and attest to this. They like to describe me as a fart, right? Like all of my messages on Instagram are silent because I can't keep up with all of the conversation that they have all day. I'll hop in out of nowhere and be like, hey, we're going to do this right here. Check out this screenshot. Boop, here's the new sketch. And then poof, I'm gone again doing whatever I'm doing for the next 4 hours. That's kind of my connection between affiliates and ambassadors, just because I simply don't have the time as much as I would like to. But to answer your question, am I starting pitchfork rallies behind certain companies? No. Do I obviously have some disdain for people taking shortcuts and doing things that I think are lazy when it comes to artwork and the sacredness of creating shit? Absolutely have my fucking opinion on that. But that's just me personally.
I'm not trying to wrap you up. I'm not trying to wrap you up, and I can see the anger going.
I'll calm it down. I'm not angry. I'm passionate. There's a big difference, right?
Okay, I'm making sure, because this is one of my first real conversations with you.
No, I'm not angry. I never get angry at stuff like this. I'm passionate.
Cool.
I'm passionate for the craft and for the creativity that's involved. If you're going to do something, man, do it right. Do it right for the benefit of your company, for the benefit of your consumers. Just take the extra mile to do it right. And if you don't know how to do it right, don't try to rush it. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to have that time to learn.
Okay.
Look at the world around you. That's it.
Yeah. And
how do I build about ambassadors for multiple companies? Again, there's a lot of things I don't. Ideally, I would like to say, I would only like people to be ambassadors for us. There's people that have joined our team that I was not aware were ambassadors for multiple companies before they joined our team. They slipped through the cracks. They ended up getting ambassadors. Not going to tell them the way. Do what you do, but we share a lot of sensitive, secret information, releases, scent profile, things like that with my team that I hope stays in chat. But I've had 2 different ambassadors that have gone from my team to Crusher's Creations. I have no idea why they want to do that. That's just their own life.
Yeah.
So, it just is what it is. People change. People have different viewpoints and opinions. But, ideally, I would like everybody to be Fable till they die, but that's not going to happen,
Well, I mean, I will tell you, you have definitely hooked me on a couple scents, and those will constantly be, in the beard thing. But, okay, what?
What do we got?
I don't know. I didn't see this, but I'm putting it up because it's a comment from everybody.
Sure. Absolutely. Okay. So here's the thing with Facebook ads and just our products in general. And I've heard this kind of going around, and I'll share my viewpoint on it. There are a lot of men in this world. There are a lot of relationships in this world, and it would be ignorant to ignore the fact of homosexual, heterosexual relationships, that whole dynamics of politics, things, that and the other, right? So when I create a Father's Day scent, what is the everyday hero? It is every father on planet Earth. My personal viewpoints have to be set aside from a company's standard and viewpoints if you're going to make it in today's world. You have to be inclusive of everybody or exclusive of everybody, and there's no ands or in between. Just because I have a personal opinion doesn't mean necessarily that the company's viewpoint might be different. But here's the thing. Fable is a realm of stories and characters. We have different races. We have different creeds. We have different ethnicities. We have El Mariachi. We have the barkeep, who is the African-American Black-owned tavern owner inside of the world of Fable. He's not just cleaning the dishes. He owns the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I mean? So there's all sorts of things that you have. We have people with green skin. We have people with yellow skin. When I come out with a Facebook ad, my goal as a company is to market to as many possible people. I sat down and I thought about it, and I'm like, Facebook, I know, markets more towards the left side of the political agenda. So they're obviously going to push that content a little bit more. Here's the thing.
Bingo.
You have to know your audience when you're marketing as a company. All I did was I created the same ad that I did for many other different things that other people don't see. I have an African-American family hanging out on the couch with a bottle of the Everyday Hero. I have a dad sitting on a park bench with his daughter with a bottle of the Everyday Hero. I have 2 guys, one carrying a baby, walking in the woods together next to each other, and a bottle of the Everyday Hero. They're all marketed to different walks of life. They're all marketed to different interest groups, and everybody's included in that. However, what are you going to do? You're going to be mad? Like why? You know what I mean?
But like you said, there's always going to be somebody out there. I'm not saying it's you, Mike.
Just because
I understand what you just said.
Just because you're gay doesn't mean you don't have a beard and don't want good beard products.
Exactly. And you as a manufacturer, no matter what you do, someone's going to get mad at you because you didn't market to XYZ or ABC.
I'm not mad at this, Mike B. I'm just saying as a general statement. What do you want me to do? No gays allowed? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's a beard oil. You know what I mean? So you have people, as far as I'm aware, I have never seen another beard company this year post out an advertisement as inclusive as ours was. And it wasn't anything crazy. It was a little bit of background music. It was a couple walking in the forest, one holding a baby. That's it. It didn't say anything about homosexuality in the ad copy. It didn't say anything about homosexuality in the link description. It just had two guys walking in the forest together, and everyone else's imagination chose to do what they want with that ad, period. Now, does it have 100,000 views in a week? 75 shares and over 1,200 comments? Absolutely. Am I going to turn that down as a businessman? No.
You'd be dumb. You'd be really, really dumb.
So, I mean, why would I? You know, there's a whole subculture dedicated to a lot of homosexual men that have beards, right? And what I'm getting in the comment section and what I'm getting in private messages is that they're thanking us for just including them.
Yeah.
Period. And it didn't take much effort. So that's the answer to that question.
And yet, Joe, I'll be honest with you, it doesn't smell terrible for me when I put it in beard. I smelled the cotton candy at first, and then I smelled the funnel cake later on.
Mm-hmm. So it's a great scent. This was our first day that we were getting reviewing, and we gotten almost 20, I think, 5-star reviews in today. No. There's no harm or disrespect. I'm just talking in general statement to everybody.
And Mike, you're good. You're good, bro.
Because you have people on different sides. You wouldn't believe the disgusting comments, and I won't even repeat them on a live stream of what I've had, which actually makes me kind of sad for a lot of people out in the world. You know, I mean, in my personal life, I'm a Christian, and our job is to accept everybody, regardless. And I think when people throw out hatred around for no reason other than to just be hateful on Facebook, to just say, oh, I'm scrolling through here, I'm going to share my 2 cents about how disgusting such and such is. What is that doing to better the world? You're not changing any minds. You're not changing any viewpoints. All you did was take your stress out from your shitty job, sat on a toilet when you were taking a dump, and left a hateful comment. That's all you did with your life.
And isn't that like a massive commandment of God to love thy neighbor like that you love yourself?
Just saying. You know. So whatever. My personal viewpoints don't have to match the company. Fable is a fictitious land of characters. We have time travelers. You know what I mean? Like, they can do whatever they want to in their land of people. I'm just the wizard.
Yep, and there's a good one from Joe Bearded Life for you, Colin.
I'm sure it does. Like I said, for me, it's just really the everyday hero as a single dad really hit home, and I thank Fable for that. And I appreciate it. You know, the artwork was another thing. It was Jeff. I said, hey, Jeff, I really want to do a Father's Day ad, and I have an idea. Let's do the hero character with his kids at the fair and call it the everyday hero. And he just drew this like really 15 minutes through a sketch back, and by the end of the day it was colored up and ready to go. And I think the memories and just the overall feel of the artwork is just really, I looked at the artwork and I was like, man, it's like that just gives me the feels, man. So I think it was great. Loved it.
Tevin's got a good one for you, brother.
Absolutely. And Tevin is another one that is devout in his belief system.
Yep.
Everyone in life just wants to be accepted. I don't particularly agree with it, but I will support and love them just like they are and anyone else deserves. And that's the thing. Contrary to the belief of some people in the comment section, putting on the everyday hero in a cotton candy scent isn't going to make you gay.
And Mike, you have a great evening too, brother, if you leave it.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for
have a good day.
in, man.
But see, I'm sure that some of the
comments. That's why we wear them. That's why we wear it. If your girl's glued to you, that's a good thing.
Hello. Why do you think I create the scents that I do? Because women love them. Because men want women to love them. Duh. Or other men, like whatever. But, you know.
It takes a whole lot of work to make this even look somewhat attractive. So.
6 kid, and he's truly is my hero. You see what I mean? Like I'm getting. In fact, Kristen Patterson was one of the comments. I believe one of the reviews about it today that just made me want to share all of them to our Facebook or to. Come on, click. There it is. Taylor, Travis. There it is. Christine Patterson right here. Posted it to our Instagram today. She said, "It can't get enough. I absolutely love the smell. It reminds me of so many wonderful memories as a child. All 6 of our kids now love to snuggle up next to Dad because he smells like happy, as they say." Come on, man. Like, would you not want to create a beard company that brings that kind of joy to people? Like, it's not just about money, man. Like, that's the kind of shit where it's at. You know what I mean? Like, we created a product that people get true enjoyment and memories out of. It's not just another beard oil bottle. It's a story.
And that's why I love your motto for your company. You know, every beard has a story. I love that because it's so true. You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else got anything for the man?
Don't be shy. We already done let out a lot of them.
Yeah, you think? Billy Rogers, nice. Big guy in uniform equals friend zone and protection. And he's a freaking prison guard. So
I think you're limiting yourself. If you can sell your underwear on the internet being a guy in uniform, I'm sure you can find someone to love you, buddy.
God. You can sell so much weird stuff on the internet, you know?
Yeah, like a bottle of beard oil.
Yeah, right? I mean, oh my God, I can see like the next Fable character, you know, hate, love. Just go to the live stream. You'll figure it out.
You know, there's been a lot of ideas floating around the dinner table. The rioter, you know, there's just, you know, there's things we want to stay away from, obviously, right?
Oh, dear God. Yeah, there's a great one. Does that bearded motivation guy with his hashtag my opinion and I'll use much as he does me? He's just asking for a friend.
Absolutely. Every time I'm on my morning S, the 3 S's, this guy is here with a phone call. What are you doing?
Live stream him next time to show him the toilet bowl. There you go.
Same thing I was doing yesterday at 5:30 in the morning. You know, ruffling my wizard cape.
You got to dry clean that thing, or is it just like machine wash?
No, man, it just stays stinky and oily.
Oh, God. That's why he's really pulling the hood off, as opposed to that it's hot in here. No, it stinks.
I got a fan blowing up my underskirt right now.
You're not sitting on a trash can again, right? You got a real chair now?
No, I got a chair this time.
He's got tequila going, guys.
Yeah, tonight I've got we got tacos, so I went with tequila instead of bourbon.
Taco Tuesdays.
Yeah, is it and it is Tuesday? Yeah, so we've got Altos, Olmeca Altos, Plata Tequila.
I think I sleep 4 hours total a day, Joe. I just get broken up in like little intervals.
Yeah, the Cabo Wabo was. I almost got a bottle of that. Oh, cha-ching.
There's a sale.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got to smile all night long. Like when you're in the middle of your dream, you hear ka-ching. I bet a smile goes across your face.
It does. I learned to sleep through them, but yeah, man. I mean, I don't even know. It's so surreal.
Yeah, but it's got to be liberating for you being your own boss and controlling your destiny. And it's also got to scare the shit out of you at times because, you know, I know you got that new bougie lifestyle of yours in that ritzy neighborhood you're in.
Yeah. I don't really ever feel like there's something wrong with enjoying life. You know what I mean? And I think everybody's got their own goals. I want to create a legacy. You know, for my family and for my kids. And there's a lot of pride and passion that comes with that as a man, because, you know, it's not just enough to make sure they're taken care of, but to make sure they never have to worry is a totally different thing. And I think that's the ultimate goal, right? And when you go from paycheck to paycheck to then dropping it all, and now I'm making more in a day than I did in a month. Yeah, man, it's a lot of pride. And I'm not trying to say I'm not humble with that, but I feel like we're just getting started.
See, and that's the beautiful part. From where I first ran into you all those years ago, my first purchase from you, I actually believe was the Shark.
Mm-hmm.
Right when you dropped that, I honestly believe that was my first purchase.
And that feels like forever.
And it wasn't, you know?
Yeah, no, it's not.
And that's why I agree with you. It seems like you've been around for decades, but it's like I still remember the launch party for the Shark, you know? The launch party for Bearded Motivation, which is where I first learned about him. And, well, I'll blame you for all those sleepless nights because now I know about Dave, all right?
Says, how do you balance life when working 16-hour days? I know you do everything at Fable minus the artwork. And, I mean, sometimes, man, you just got, like I said, you got to do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Even on Monday through Saturday, it's 5 to 5:30 in the morning till 5 to 6 at night, and then extracurricular stuff always. It's always answering emails. It's always talking to people on Instagram, you know, signing checks and kissing babies. You know what I mean? Like all day long, all the time.
Calling the politician, that just scares me. The wizard in the White House.
Hey, man, you know, some people would say the same thing about our current president. You know, that could have never happened. And even back in the day, Ronald Reagan, the actor, are you kidding?
Yeah, exactly, right?
So, hey, you know, one could never tell, but I doubt it, right? They'll have too many live streams to look back on me.
There's your opposition research right here in like a 2-hour video.
Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
Oh, my God. All right, guys, I've had them on for a while, and I hear my kids getting restless downstairs, so I'm going to go help the better half. We're going to kind of wrap it up right here, guys. Like I usually do, I've already got our next week's guest confirmed, and yes, the mayor from Major League Bearded will be on the show. So that ought to be a fun night just to get to know the man next to the man or the man behind the man, however you want to put it. But, guys, thank you so much for watching. Colin, thank you for being in here. I mean, like I told you,
absolutely, sir.
It was a dream guest getting you in here.
Thank you.
And, guys, I'll have a new video up tomorrow. Not exactly sure what yet, but it's going to be something fun. And, yeah, we're going to end it just like that for Joe's thing. Being so honest and real and answering everything. That does much respect.
That's the thing, man. All somebody has to do is ask. I've never not been honest with myself or with our company the whole time.
This is true. But, guys, thank you. And we're going to kind of kill it right here.